You've dreamed about it. You've saved up for it. And now, it's finally happening. You're going to Walt Disney World. But here's the thing nobody tells you before you book those flights and pack those bags. Disney World is not like any other theme park on the planet. It is a 27,000-acre operation that took nearly a decade of secret land purchases to build. And if you walk in without a plan, it will absolutely chew you up and spit you out by noon. I'm talking sunburned, exhausted, $200 poorer, and having missed the rides you actually wanted to ride. But if you watch this video right now, you are going to be that family. The one that breezes through the park, hits every major attraction, eats amazing food, and still has energy for the fireworks at night. So let's get into it. Here are the most important things you need to know before your first Disney World trip. Tip number 1. Book everything before you even land. And this one might surprise you. Disney World is not a show up and see what happens kind of place. It is a planning destination, and the earlier you plan, the better your experience will be. Disney's most popular dining experiences, places like Be Our Guest restaurant inside the Magic Kingdom, or Cinderella's Royal Table right inside the castle, open reservations 60 days in advance. That's not an exaggeration. If you want dinner inside a fairy tale castle, you need to be booking it 2 months before your trip. Here's a wild fact to put this in perspective. Walt Disney World is the most visited theme park resort on Earth, welcoming anywhere from 50 to 58 million visitors every single year. On a busy day, a single park like Magic Kingdom can have over 100,000 guests walking through its gates. That kind of volume means popular spots fill up fast. Book your park tickets, reserve your hotel, and lock in your dining, all before you pack a single bag. Tip number 2. Arrive at rope drop and why it changes everything. Arrive at rope drop. This is the single most powerful free strategy in all of Disney World. Rope drop is the moment the park officially opens, and if you are there waiting, the first 45 minutes to an hour is absolutely magical. The lines are short, the crowds are thin, and you can knock out a top-tier attraction that normally has a 90-minute wait in under 15 minutes. Here's what most first-timers don't realize. You should actually arrive at the park 30 to 45 minutes before the listed opening time. Disney allows guests to start walking down Main Street, USA before the park technically opens, so early birds get a head start just by being there. Fun fact, Cinderella Castle, the iconic symbol of Magic Kingdom, stands 189 feet tall. It was deliberately built to be shorter than 200 feet so that it wouldn't need a blinking aircraft warning light on top. That kind of detail is pure Disney. Head straight for the most popular rides first. At Magic Kingdom, that means Seven Dwarfs Mine. Train at Hollywood Studios, go for Star Wars: Rise of the Resistance. Get those done early and the rest of your day opens up beautifully. Tip number 3. Download the My Disney Experience app before you go. The My Disney Experience app is not optional. It is your command center. Download it, set it up, and learn it before you leave home. This app lets you check live wait times across every single ride in real time, mobile order food so you skip the counter line entirely, view park maps, manage your reservations, and access Disney's paid skip-the-line system called Lightning Lane. If you are planning to use Lightning Lane, which we'll talk about in just a moment, you need this app running. You can't access it at a kiosk. Everything lives on your phone. Pro tip: set up your account and link your park tickets to the app before you leave home. Don't be that person standing in front of the gate at 8 a.m. trying to remember your login password with 50 people lined up. Tip number 4. Understand Lightning Lane, the new Fast Pass. Let's talk about Lightning Lane because this is where a lot of first-timers get caught off guard. Back in 2021, Disney eliminated FastPass, the free skip-the-line system that guests had used for over 2 decades. In its place came Genie Plus and Lightning Lane, which are paid services. Here's how it works today. You can purchase Lightning Lane Multipass, which lets you book return times for most attractions throughout the day. The price varies depending on the date, typically ranging from $15 to to $35 per person per day. Separately, the most popular rides, like Tron Light Cycle Run or Guardians of the Galaxy, have Lightning Lane Single Pass, which you purchase individually per ride. It sounds like a lot, but here's the honest truth. If you're visiting during a busy period and you've got kids or limited mobility in your group, Lightning Lane can save you hours of standing in line. Budget for it. Use it strategically, especially on your first ride of the day. Tip number 5, know which park to visit on which day. Walt Disney World is not one park. It is 4 full theme parks, 2 water parks, a shopping district, and dozens of resort hotels spread across that 27,000 acres. Let's break down the 4 main parks quickly so you know what you're walking into. Magic Kingdom is the classic. Cinderella Castle, Space Mountain, the Haunted Mansion. This is what most people picture when they think Disney World. It's also consistently the most visited theme park in the entire world. Plan at least a full day here, ideally a day and a half if you can. Epcot is part World's Fair, part International Food Festival, part Science and Culture Showcase. It got a major overhaul in recent years and is now home to Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic Rewind, one of the longest indoor roller coasters ever built. Hollywood Studios is where you'll find the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge Land and Toy Story Land. It skews slightly older and has some of the most immersive theming Disney has ever built. Animal Kingdom opens early and is best experienced in the morning because the animals are most active in cooler temperatures. Pandora, the world of Avatar, is breathtaking, and Avatar Flight of Passage is regularly ranked as one of the top theme park rides on Earth. Tip number 6, take a midday break seriously. Take a midday break and do not skip this tip. The average Disney World guest walks between 10 and 12 miles per day. Let that sink in. That's a half marathon, and most of it is done in the Florida heat and humidity. Here's what experienced Disney visitors have figured out. The parks thin out dramatically between about 1 p.m. and 4 p.m., especially on hot days. That's when most people are melting on benches or drowning in $4 water bottles. If you're staying on Disney property, take a resort break. Go back, swim, rest, eat lunch somewhere air-conditioned. Come back around 4 or 5 p.m. refreshed. The evening crowd is usually lighter, the lighting is gorgeous for photos, and you'll have the energy to stay for the nighttime spectacular, which, trust me, you do not want to miss. Tip number 7, stay hydrated and know the free water trick. This one saves money and keeps you healthy. Dehydration is the silent trip killer at Disney World. Here's the trick most first-timers never find out. You can walk into any quick-service dining location at Disney World and ask for a free cup of water. It's a Disney policy. They will give it to you at no charge, always. You can also bring your own water bottles into the park. Disney allows sealed, non-glass beverages. Bring a refillable insulated bottle, keep it filled with free water, and you've just saved yourself $5 every hour. Disney World operates in Central Florida, which means the heat is no joke, especially from June through September. Drink water constantly, apply sunscreen every 2 hours, and take breaks in the shade or air conditioning. The people who end up sick or exhausted by day 2 almost always skip this step. Tip number 8, pack like a pro. What you wear and bring to the park matters enormously. Shoes first. You will walk those 10 to 12 miles we talked about on pavement and concrete. Wear broken-in, supportive sneakers or walking shoes. New shoes are a trip-ending mistake. Blisters at Disney World are tragically common and completely avoidable. Pack a light day bag with sunscreen, SPF 50 or higher, a portable phone charger because your battery will die from the app usage, a small first aid kit, your reusable water bottle, and a light rain poncho. Florida rain comes out of nowhere, falls hard for 20 minutes, and then disappears. A $10 poncho is infinitely better than a $25 Disney souvenir poncho sold at the nearest cart the moment it starts raining. One more thing. Wear comfortable, breathable clothing. Light colors, moisture-wicking fabric if you have it. You are going to sweat. Tip number 9. Explore the underground secret Disney doesn't advertise. Here's a real fact about Walt Disney World that most guests never think about while they're walking through the park. Beneath Magic Kingdom runs an entire network of underground tunnels called utilidors that span over a mile in total length. Disney uses them to move cast members, supplies, and even trash from one area of the park to another without ever disrupting the guest experience above ground. This system was built because Walt Disney had been embarrassed when he visited Disneyland in California and saw a cowboy-costumed cast member walking through Tomorrowland. He didn't want that kind of immersion break at his new Florida park. So the entire Magic Kingdom was built on a raised foundation with those tunnels running below. Every little detail you see, or in this case, don't see, was intentional. That's the magic of Disney World. It's not accidental, it's engineered, from the underground up. Tip number 10. Never miss the nighttime spectacular. This is the tip that first-timers skip and instantly regret. Do not leave the park before the nighttime show. Magic Kingdom's fireworks and projection spectacular over Cinderella Castle is, without exaggeration, one of the most spectacular things you will ever witness at a theme park anywhere in the world. The castle transforms, the sky lights up, the music swells. Epcot's nighttime show over the World Showcase Lagoon is equally jaw-dropping with drones, fireworks, and water screens. These shows are what turns a good Disney trip into an unforgettable one. Find your spot 30 to 45 minutes early, and on Main Street, USA in front of the castle works perfectly, and just be present for it. Put the phone down after a minute or two. Watch it with your own eyes. It is worth every cent of every dollar you spent to be there. Walt Disney World opened its gates on October 1st, 1971, and in the decades since, it has welcomed hundreds of millions of guests from every corner of the world. Walt himself said he wanted to build a place where parents and children could have fun together, a place that would never stop being built, never stop growing, never stop dreaming. And honestly, when you walk down Main Street, USA for the first time and you look up at that castle, you'll understand exactly what he meant. Go in prepared, go in rested, go in with a plan. And then let yourself get swept away. If this video helped you, drop a comment below with where you're headed first. Magic Kingdom, Galaxy's Edge, Epcot, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button right now because we've got more Disney guides coming your way that will make your trip even better. See you in the next one.